Yes, sir, man. It's your boy, your humble host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, man. We live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show, man. Y'all know why we here, bringing you a Saturday morning edition of our starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. But before we do, man, y'all know we got the lineup review going over my best lineup from yesterday's slate on both sites, all right? So we're going to get into this breakdown, man. Hey, if you're new to the channel, you just not tuning in, go on and hit that subscribe button, man. Don't even think twice about it. You won't be sorry. Trust me, you won't be sorry, all right? And also, if you in the sound of my voice, you already know what you got to do for me, man. Hit that like button, man. It takes 2 seconds, man. Really, what does it hurt you to hit the like button? Answer that question. For anybody not hitting the like button, what does it hurt you to not hit the like button? That's the question of the day. So go on and hit that thing, man. Let's get into this breakdown. Now, normally I show y'all my highest scoring lineup because that's what we agreed upon on earlier videos. But today, just today, I want to focus on my single entry contest right here, man. This is the $12 single entry. We came in 81st place. Really upset at myself because we should have had a takedown. But let's get into this breakdown. My highest scoring lineup last night was 320. It was in 50 cent, the mini max. I did like 20 lineups over there. But this is the $12 single entry right here, man. We came in 81st place. Yeah, this is the pick and roll, 20K pick and roll, $12 single entry. We came in 81st place, put up a 305, all right? Look at the lineup. You can see, man, 2 of these things are not like the other one, man. I got 2 snowmen out here, 2 snow cones that kill me. We're going to get into the breakdown. This is the exact starting 5 I posted on Twitter yesterday, right? And now I'm going to tell you, 9 out of 10, when you see that starting 5 that I post on Twitter for FanDuel, well, FanDuel's a little different. I'm usually in the bigger contest over there, so that's why that looks a little different sometimes. But for DraftKings, that's pretty much going to be my single entry starting 5, just FYI, if you ever in the contest with me. So that's what we got right here, man. I want to start with this one, man, because it's a great talking point. We're going to talk single entry a little bit today, man. Video might be a little longer than usual, but a lot of times with single entry, man, you can be a bit chalkier, man. You just have to get different in a couple of spots, man. You don't really need 1-2% on guys in single entries, all right? Trust me, now if you have them and they perform well, that's great. You're really gonna crush the field. But 9 times out of 10, the winners, you're not really gonna see them with the 1% on guys, the 2% on guys. Because a lot of times in single entries, if you got those guys, you're probably reaching. Like you're probably getting too cute or trying, you know what I'm saying? You overthinking it, galaxy brain. In single entries, you really don't have to look for those super low on guys. You can get the guys that's 11%, like Tate right here, a 19% Garland. You really want to try to get the, if it's good chalk, you want to get the good chalk plays and try to get you some around 20% and under guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that's 20% is perfectly fine for a single entry. 15%, that's probably about as low as you need to go, man. When you start getting under like 10% on guys in single entries, you probably reaching too hard, man. They're probably not that good of a play unless you just got some information nobody else has and you have some insight, which you could have. I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, guys, you don't really need those super low-on guys in single entry. So we just going to get into this quick lineup review. If you caught the starting 5 on Twitter yesterday for DraftKings, you know we went with Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, Harrison Barnes, John Collins, and Robin Lopez, all right? Now, Darius Garland at the top, man. Super pace-up spot going against these San Antonio Spurs. Garland has been playing very well. I like the price on him at $7,800 over here. I felt like he could be a good play in this spot, and our assumptions were right. Got him at 20% on right here. He gave us 55 DK points, man. Very solid from Darius Garland. All right, shooting guard Jordan Poole. Everybody's chalk, man. No Payton over there. No Drummond. Jordan Poole back in the starting lineup where he was to begin the season. He was originally the starter at the shooting guard before he went out. So he was playing very solid when he was starting. He had got up into the 6K range when he was a starter. So I knew this 5K, with him moving back in the starting lineup, I knew this 5K was a nice discount on him. So I was okay getting to this chalk play right here. He's been very solid, close to a fantasy point minute producer all season. So this was good chalk in my opinion. I thought he'd be a little higher on than the single entry, but 45%, I definitely take it. He gave us 32 DK points, man. Very solid outing from him. Harrison Barnes, I talked about him yesterday in the video. He was more chalky than I expected. I didn't think the field to have that much belief in Harrison Barnes at 46%. I expected him in the 20s, somewhere around there, but I still thought he was a solid play, especially in this game right here. I told y'all yesterday, the Houston-Sacramento game was the best fantasy environment on the slate, and I wanted to try to get as many pieces of that game as I could with not overdoing it. Like, I don't like to take more than 3 guys from any team. I don't care what's going on, because that's usually the limit, man. Unless they all like 3,000, then you can get like 4 of them. But guys that are decently priced and things like that, I don't really like getting more than 3 guys from one particular team. That's my limit. That's just me. That's my personal thing. You can do 4 guys from a team, whatever you want to do, but 3 is usually my limit. I don't like to do more than that. So got Harrison Barnes right here, like I said. 46% on, man. He gave us 36 DK points. A solid outing right there from Harrison Barnes. Over 6X right there. We definitely take that. You know, that's what I look for in my single entries. Now we get to my fail right here. I'm sorry, gang, for this one, man. John Collins. Oh, my God. I thought he was primed for a big performance. Still no Capella over here. Playing against the Miami Heat. Thought he would see some minutes at center, which I thought would help him, propel him to a double-double potential right here. But some early foul trouble, man. He just never quite got it going. He still saw 30. He fouled out, but he still saw 30 minutes. Just didn't give us the performance that we was looking for, man. I thought he was in line for a solid double-double. I thought I penciled him in for like 20 points and like 13 rebounds in this spot. 12, 13 rebounds, because I thought he would just give us a nice performance. But didn't work out like I planned, man. Got him at 6% on. Like I said, this is a sign right here that he probably wasn't that good of a play. I was probably reaching a little bit. But 24 DK points, man. He royally failed us here in this spot. My apologies for this pick here. At my center spot, man, Robin Lopez, 68% on. It was just another spot that I knew he was going to be highly owned, especially in the single entry. So I felt like he couldn't hurt us too bad, and I thought he would just be still a solid performer at this 4,400 price tag. I thought he could still pay this off, especially in this matchup against the Charlotte Hornets. But I should have looked at it a little more in depth. The Charlotte Hornets like to bring in P.J. Washington at center and go fast and get up and down the court. I should have took into consideration the possibility of Robin Lopez getting run off the court, as he's not as athletic as the guy Charlotte was going to roll out at the center position over there. So that's my fault. Didn't dwell all the way into it. So I take the blame for this one as well. Robin Lopez, just 17 fantasy points. Definitely killed us, man. Coming down to De'Aaron Fox, man. I'm sorry, Fox was in the starting 5 I posted on Twitter, not Garland. Garland almost made it. Garland was almost in there, but I went Fox to get the piece of this Houston-Sacramento game. So my apologies. I misspoke earlier. Fox was in the starting 5. But De'Aaron Fox right here, 7,600. 28% on. He gave us right at 50 DK points, man. Very solid outing from De'Aaron Fox at his 7,600. 28% on. Now, see, I thought this would be, I really thought these two would be flipped. I thought Fox would be more 46% on, and Barnes would be like 27 somewhere in there. But either way, it worked out for us, man. Fox gave us a very solid production in this matchup against the Rockets, right? So, to finish out my lineup, I had 2 Sacramento Kings. I thought it is only right to run it back with some Houston guys. So I went Deshaun Tate here, 11% on. I figured he'd be the forgotten man in here. He only plays about 27 to 30 minutes, but he's very productive, man. He does a little bit of everything when he's out there. I really like him. I think he should be in the 30-plus range of minutes, but I'm not the coach, so what can I say? But got him at 11% on, man. He gave us 49 DK points on monster outing from Deshaun Tate, man. A nice double-double. Finished 2 assists shy of a triple-double, man. He really had the game of his season, probably the game of his life right here in this matchup against the Sacramento Kings. But I definitely take that 11% on. And then at the utility spot, man, Christian Wood, another chalky player, but it was just game environment, man. Sacramento Kings, no Rashawn Holmes over there. I felt like they would either go small or who, if they did run Lynn or somebody out there, I knew Christian would be too athletic, too quick for those type guys. So I felt like he was in a great spot here. As a lot of, as did a lot of other people at 54% on, man. He gave us 43 DK points, man. Very solid outing. As you can see, 305, man. Let's go look at the winning lineup, which I lost to by 30 points, man. 31 to be exact. And let's see what he had. Bam. All right, RM Hudson 2020, congrats on the takedown, my friend. Put up 336, like I said, beat me by 31 points with 2 snowmen over there. All right, LaMelo Ball at the top, I can see that. That's solid play there. Jordan Poole, of course. He went Otto Porter as well. Going against these Bulls, as the Golden State just crushed the Bulls, man. Zach Levine hurt me yesterday, too, but we'll talk about that in a second. DeAndre Hunter. A nice play right here. I'm surprised he got 20% on. I played a lot of DeAndre Hunter in my 20 max and stuff like that. I didn't really get to him in my single entry. I felt like it was too much of a reach, but I'm surprised he got the 27% on here. But he gave you 30 DK points. Very solid outing for that boy DeAndre Hunter over there. He had Christian Wood as well, Garland as well, Tate as well. So we shared 4 of the same plays. He got different with Rozier. Rozier's a nice play. I couldn't pay up to 7,400 in that matchup with the Magic. It was a pace down spot for him. Well, pretty much everybody pace down spot for the Hornets. They the fastest team in the league, but this was a way pace down spot going against these Magic, and I didn't like getting to him right there. But that's still a solid play, 44. He ran Ball and Rozier. That's typically a combination I don't do, but that's solid. It worked out for him in this spot, man. Congrats, RM Hudson 2020, man. Congrats on the takedown. Let's go look at FanDuel and see what happened over there. DraftKings, was a solid night. We won some money over here. FanDuel, on the other hand, man, you can already see at the top what killed me, man. 292, I think the cash line. This was the $5. Was this the $5 100K to first? 10K to first? Yeah. No, it's the $3 10K to first. 292, man. You can see what happened here. Let's start at the top. I got some LaMelo Ball. I definitely wanted to get him on FanDuel. I love this 8K price tag right here. He gave us 46 FanDuel points. And my other point guard, De'Aaron Fox, man. I had him on both sites easily. 22% on, man. 48 FanDuel points from him. Very solid. And this is what sunk my night on FanDuel right here. Zach Levine, my boy, got injured, man, early in the game and went out, man. Really hurt us at 7,200, man. I felt like he was a nice play in this matchup against Golden State, but there's nothing you can do about injuries, man. You just got to roll with the puncher. It happens. So I just take this one on the chin and we keep it moving, man. At the shooting guard spot, I went Cade Cunningham. I told you I was just going to play him. That price was too cheap. 39% on. He gave us 35 FanDuel points. Solid at a 6K price tag. That's almost 6X, but definitely expected more from him in that matchup, especially with them beating Toronto. If you tell me before the game Detroit beats Toronto, I'm going to be like, Cade Cunningham must have had a nice game. They probably had a nice game, something like that. So I thought this would have been much bigger, especially like I said with them beating the Pistons. I mean the Raptors here. So still solid. At the small forward, I went Miles Bridges. Got him at 15% on. He only gave us 31 DK points. Man, I felt like he could be in line for a double-double as well, especially with Wendell Carter Jr. and Mo Bamba being out for the Magic. That left him a little softer in the front court on the inside, so to speak. I felt like Miles Bridges would have been able to take advantage of that. Didn't work out how we thought it would, but he was okay right here with 31 FanDuel points at 15% ownership. At the small forward, man, went Kevin Porter over here. I love the price over here on FanDuel. I wanted to roll the dice with him. Got him at 19% on pretty much. You know Kevin Porter, he's a real live roller coaster. His production, he can give you 50 or he can give you 15, man. You never know with Kevin Porter, so it's always risky. But I was okay taking that chance here, man, at 19% on. He gave us 40 FanDuel points. Worked out for us. Very solid night from Kevin Porter. Went with his running mate, Christian Wood, man. I told you, I don't know, though. I just think they got positive correlation. They be on the same wavelength. You see they got suspended together. They usually play good together. I don't know what it is. It's some type of weird chemistry they got with each other. But Christian Wood right here at 49% on, man. He gave us 43 FanDuel points. I definitely take that. At my other power forward, went Harrison Barnes. Stayed with him on both sites, man. 29% on. He gave us 33 FanDuel points. Solid from Harrison Barnes right here. And then I got caught at the bottom with Robin Lopez once again. Just trying to go cheap in this route here against the Charlotte Hornets, man. 20 came in at 22% on. He gave us 17 FanDuel points. All right, let's look at the winning lineup and see what they did. We had a monster winning lineup from Justin 10, however you say that, Justin. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. 404 monster outing from him. He had Garland over here. He had LaMelo Ball, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham as well, Jimmy Butler, Jayshawn Tate, Christian Wood, Harrison Barnes, and Marvin Bagley. Yeah, they finally let Bagley get some minutes last night. He came through nicely for him, but you can see a double. He did something. He did the similar thing I did, man. Get two pieces from both sides of that Rockets Kings game, like a little game stack. Cause that game was just so far ahead of every game yesterday as far as point total wise, man. You definitely want to get a piece of that game. And that's what he did here. He went Tate and Wood. I went Porter and Wood. And I went Fox and Barnes. He went Barnes and Bagley. Nice lineup right here from Justin 10 right here. Very solid right here. I like this. Congrats on the win, my friend. Now, enough of that. Let's give y'all what y'all came for, man. Getting to today's. We got another 9-game slate on this Saturday night, man. And some football going on. So hopefully people slip on the basketball a little bit, pay attention to football, and I can catch them sleeping and get us a sneaky takedown tonight on Saturday, all right? But at the top, point guard, I want to look at Spencer Dinwiddie, 6,800. I have no problem going right back to Dinwiddie. I'm giving him a pass for the last outing. For the last game, he only gave you like 30 fantasy points, but it was the second night of a back-to-back. And I'm giving him a pass because that was the first time he's played back-to-backs all year. So maybe that had something to do with it, maybe it didn't, but who knows? All I know is that if there's still no bill, Dinwiddie is going to command a lot of usage. He's going to have his hands in everything, scoring, assists. He's the primary ball handler in an up-paced matchup against a Portland Trailblazers team who doesn't play great defense as well. So I definitely want to take a look at Spencer Dinwiddie right here. I know some people are going to go to Anthony Simons at 7,200, right where he's priced at. I'm hoping he goes overlooking. People kind of skip over him a little bit and forget about him, or just go to Simons more. But I love Dinwiddie at 6,800 going against the Portland Trailblazers here. Coming in at shooting guard, I'm going to stay in this game. I'm going to come back to Ben McLemore. 4,800, I like this price tag on him still. They didn't raise it too much. He's in the starting lineup, man. As you know, the Trailblazers are short-handed over there. He's going to get his shots, man. He's third in scoring behind. It goes Simons, Nurkic, or probably Nurkic, Simons, however you want to do it. But then him. He's the third scorer option on this starting lineup, and I like getting to him at 4,800, especially with him seeing big minutes. We know he's going to get it. He's scoring dependent, but if that shot gets to falling, man, he can really give you a nice return on his $4,800 salary. Coming at my small forward, I'm going right back to my boy Deandre Hunter. They didn't drop him to the flat men after he have a nice game coming off of 30 minutes. I don't know what they doing on DraftKings, but I'm going to have plenty of Hunter tonight. He's going to be chalky tonight now. He was 26% on last night. He might be about 40 or 50 tonight because everybody's going to look at that box score from last night and go to him. But if you got to him first last night, hopefully he paid off for you. But we definitely going back to him at the flat men. He's going to see minutes. The question is just how many. I like getting DeAndre Hunter here, especially with no Cam Reddish. We saw Herter play last night, but I'm okay with it. People forget DeAndre Hunter was in the starting lineup to begin the year for these Hawks. Before he got hurt and went out, DeAndre Hunter was the starter for these Atlanta Hawks. So he's trying to work his way back to that. And I don't mind getting to him in this matchup against the Knicks, like especially at the flat men, man. Give me all the DeAndre Hunter. I just take what I get at 3K. He's a lock for me. I'm letting you know right now. Get plenty of him. Coming into power forward, you gotta give me DeMar DeRozan. No Zach Levine. I really expect him to take on a lot of offensive production here in this spot. It boosts everybody not having Levine, so you can look at Lonzo Ball. You definitely can look at Vucevic. All those guys is getting a boost. Whoever starts at the shooting guard, maybe they go DeSamu. Who knows how they decide to go, but I'm taking DeMar DeRozan. Him and Levine was 1A and 1B all year. And now you lose one of them and you just get 1A, Mr. DeMar DeRozan. He probably takes about 25 shots. If he can heat up in this spot against the Chicago Bulls, he can really punish this $8,500 price tag, man. He can give you a 50 burger right here in this spot. I like getting to him with no Levine. Like I said, give me some DeMar DeRozan. Coming in at my center, man, I'm going right back to Yusef Nurkic. I'll stay in this Portland-Washington game. He's another guy. He didn't play very well last time out because they just got destroyed, man. He played 30 minutes, gave you an okay performance, but I'm hoping people forget about him. The price tag is coming up, but I still think it's value to be had at this $7,800 price tag, especially going against this Washington Wizards front court who don't have traditional big centers. You know what I mean? All the guys that got over there like 6'9", 6'10". You get a legitimate 7-footer here with some size. I don't think they have a defender for him down here. He can really dominate on the block down here against the Washington Wizards, man. Give me some Yusef Nurkic at 7,800. There you have it, my starting five for DraftKings. Spencer Dinwiddie, Ben McLemore, DeAndre Hunter, DeMar DeRozan, and Yusef Nurkic. All right, let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I like over there. And speaking of likes, if you haven't hit the like button, man, I'm going to ask you again, what does it hurt you to hit the like button? Come on, let's hit that like, people. All right, coming in at the FanDuel at the top, I want to look at Tyrese Maxey here, 5,600. I don't know, this might be a gut play here. It's a tough matchup against these Miami Heat, but Maxey is back to seeing big minutes. He saw 38 minutes last game out. And a guy that's starting at point guard who I know can score the balls, who's going to take his shots, seeing those amount of minutes at 5,600, I'm willing to take a chance on that, man. You can give me some Tyrese Maxey at 5,600 over here. Come in at shooting guard, give me Jimmy Butler, 9,200. We saw him come back last night and get right back to business. He played 32 minutes, had a nice fantasy outing, man. I don't mind getting to him over here on FanDuel. I like this 9,200 price tag. He is the man over there, especially with no Bam. Lowry is being more traditional point guard. He only scores if he has to or if he just has it going for that night. So I don't mind getting Jimmy Butler. He is the 1A alpha over here. Going back to Philly, Philly playing his old squad in Philly. I like getting to him right here, 9,200. All right. Coming in at the small forward, man. Give me DeMar DeRozan, 8K. He's 500 cheaper over here on FanDuel. I just told you what I'm expecting for him. I'm expecting for everything to go through him. He's the first option down the court, man. Give me DeMar DeRozan in his matchup against the Celtics. Come in at power forward. Now, I'm willing to go back to De'Ron Sharp here at 4,400, man. If Claxton is out, he's a game time decision. Hamstring's been bothering. We definitely got to keep an eye on that news. But the reason why I want to look at this De'Ron Sharp right here, he's a nice fantasy point per minute producer when he gets the minutes. And I'm banking on him getting a few more minutes as they're going to need a body to put on Valanciunas down here, man. Valanciunas is a monster on the block. They're going to need a bigger body, man. Putting KD at center is not going to cut it, all right? It's going to work for him on the offensive end. They're going to be able to stretch him out to a three-point line and stuff like that. But on the defensive end, Valanciunas should have a nice night down there, man. If they don't play De'Ron Sharp, I'm anticipating they do. They need a bigger body to try to keep Valanciunas away from the cup, man, keep him off the glass. So I'm anticipating him getting more run in this spot. We know he's a foul risk, but he can get it done in 24 minutes with the way he produces. So I'm rolling the dice on De'Ron Sharp here if Claxton is out tonight, all right? Coming in at my center, I'm staying with my boy, Yusef Nurkic, 7,300 over here. Definitely take him for cheaper over here. On FanDuel, man, like I said, I'm expecting him to just get the Wizards the business down low. I mean, Gafford's like a great help defender. Montrezl Harrell's he doesn't really defend well at all. And Thomas Bryant's not going to have enough size if he gets any minutes, man. They're going to run through all the centers they got trying to defend Nurkic, man. I'm expecting him to have a monster here in this spot, all right? I love Yusef Nurkic, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five on FanDuel: Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, Day'Ron Sharpe, and Yusef Nurkic. Get you some exposure to these guys, man. Get them in your player pool, man. I'm definitely going to have them in mind. Y'all be sure you're following on Twitter, man, so you can get the updated starting five about 30 minutes before lock, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.